And here I am bringing you another edition of Oh My God, Poor Bike. So, Oh My God, Poor Bike, this glorious thing with a salvage title cost me 400 bucks. 20 minutes away. It's awesome. So, yes, obviously the front end is going nowhere at all. However, this thing, before it drove itself into the back of whatever, or a wall, or who knows what, was actually pretty well loved. There's some really interesting stuff on here. So, to start with, here's an interesting item. You have 4-pot Takikos off a later GSXR or whatever with the adapter bracket. So that's cool. There's a braided line. Can't complain about those. And then there's a Brembo Master. I'm not sure if it's real if it's an intentional, a 216. Not sure if it's an intentional Brembo or like one of those OEM pluses off an R6 or R1 or whatever. But hey, that's cool. I like parts. Then somebody put a, I guess GSXR or something, clutch perch on it. So, you know, whatever, no complaints. Then going towards the back's not any better. Notice the nice divot in the subframe. That's pretty nifty. Now going towards the back, here's some interesting things that happen back here. One, there's a stapler wheel lock that somebody put on here. And no, I don't have the key to it. Now, here's where it gets cool. There's Woodcrafts on it. Not a bad thing to have. They're a little tweaked, but I'm going to see if when they're off the bike, if they're straight enough to actually use. And there's a Fox shock. Now, here's what gets really interesting. Like, you guys are looking at a first gen, right? Hey, cool. It's a first gen. Wonderful. Hey, dented tank, first gen, everything. But hey, something's odd about that side cover. Right, it's a second gen side cover. Hey, why does it have a weird oil cooler? Hey, interesting. Okay, somebody put an oil cooler on a first gen and a second gen side cover. Oh wait, no, that's a second gen other side cover as well. And oil cooler's tapped in. Can't see it because it's dark, but oil cooler's tapped into a second gen. Somebody transplanted a second gen motor into it. Okay, well that's nothing to complain about. I'm guessing by the stench coming out of the gas tank and by the general amount of dirt on it that it's sat for a couple of years like this. So it's going to be coming apart. But you can see it was a decently loved and actually fairly intelligently modded bike before it met its untimely fate. Way better than the last one anyway. Usually I really like wrecks because you know they drove themselves to the scene of the crash, so you know the motor's probably good. Unfortunately, that's not really an assumption I can make here just because the bike is so filthy from having sat for a long time. So, there you go. Here's another edition of Look What Crappy Bike I Got.